Hello students, how are you? I think all of you are well, fit and fine in your homes. Today we are going to start a new lesson called maps. Everybody know or aware of the term maps. You have done a lot of map works in class 4 as well as in class 5. But in class 6 you will read about the features of the map, components of the maps for today. So, before starting this lesson, I want to know from you that if I want to or we want to know the shape of the earth and the 7 continents and 5 oceans location, is it possible to know about them in maps? I think no. For that, we will use another feature or another thing to study them, and that is the model of the earth, that is the globe. So what is a globe? A globe is a 3-dimensional miniature form of the earth. It is also known as a called model of the earth. It helps us to know the exact shape of the earth also. It also helps us to know the exact location of the 7 continents and 5 oceans that I say of the earth. But there are some limitations of a globe, or why globes are not always helpful to us. This question always coming to our mind. Is the globe always helpful or no? I am telling no. What is the reason behind it? The reason is big globes are very much difficult to carry everywhere. It is difficult to study only part of the earth. Small countries, states, districts, towns, villages, etc. Am I right? Yes. So, what is the definition of a map? Let us read. A map is a symbolic representation of selected characteristics of a place, usually drawn on a flat surface. Maps present information about the world in a simple and visual way. They teach about the world by showing sizes and shapes of countries, location of features and distances between places. See, it is the picture of a world map. Why maps are more helpful than a globe? This question again comes to our mind. The reason is maps are helpful than a globe because maps help detailed study of any place of the earth. Next, maps have many features. Then, maps are easy to carry in the form of a book. And that type of book is the atlas. I think everybody's house one atlas is there. If not, buy one atlas for the help to study the maps. Maps provide more information than a globe. It is always. So, in your book, there are 3 types of maps. One is the political map. See the picture of the political map. It is the picture of the Indian map, political map, having 29 states, its capitals, and the big other countries which surrounded our country. See the physical map. It contains the relief features like Himalayas, mountain ranges, third desert, plateau regions, coastal plains, northern plains, etc. Next, thematic maps. This is the picture of a thematic map of the population of India 2020. So what is a political map? A political map is a map which shows different countries, states, districts of the world with their boundaries. What is a physical map? A physical map is a map which shows different relief features of that I said, such as mountains, plateaus, deserts, plains, rivers, oceans of the world. What is a thematic map? A thematic map is a map which shows or gives information about population, rainfall, temperature, road, forest, wildlife, industries, etc., etc. of a country or a place. So, another feature of the map that is we are always using in maps, that is scale. Scale is always helpful to make the maps bigger and smaller as well. So what is the definition of the term scale of a map? The scale of a map is the ratio between the distance on the paper and the distance on the ground. For example, 5 kilometer on the ground equals to 5 centimeter on the paper. That means 5 kilometer, it is there in the ground. We cannot show the big area in the maps. For that, we minimize the huge area into smaller unit, and for that we have used centimeter instead of kilometer. Kilometer you cannot show in the maps. For that we minimize the big distance, that is the kilometer, into centimeter, small unit, and that can possible to show in the maps. Next, what is a large scale map? There are many types of maps are there. Big, small, medium, like that. So what are big or large scale maps? In the large scale maps we are always using big scales. So let us read. What is a large scale map? A large scale map are the maps which provide detailed information of a place drawn on big size papers using large scale. For example, the map of the world or West Bengal as well. What is a small scale map? When large areas are shown on a small map with limited information using small scale is known as small scale map. Map of India in small scale. There are in your book 4 components of maps are there. First one is distance, second one is directions, third one is symbols, fourth one is scales. But I have added one more, that are colors. What is a distance? Distance is how far one thing is from another thing. Distance is a measure of the space between two things. What are directions or cardinal directions? Everybody knows that there are mainly four directions are there. One is the north, second is the south, opposite of it. Then the right hand side of the north, it is the east, and west hand of the north, it is the west. Directions are the ways to find a particular place. For the four main cardinal directions or cardinal points are, as I say, north, east, south and west. Between the cardinal directions, there are more four directions are there. Between north and east, northeast. Between the north and west, northwest. Between the south and east, southeast. Between the south and west, southwest. See, the directions between the cardinal directions are called intermediate directions. There are four intermediate directions. NE for northeast, SE for southeast, SW for southwest, and NW for northwest. So up to this for today. So I request everyone go through the chapter if you have your book with you, or you can read by seeing the modules from here and copy down all the notes and all the question answers in your copy and learn them. We will meet in the next class. Have a nice day. Be safe in your homes. Thank you.